Hello, dreamers. How are you doing? I'm doing good, and today I just found another tool to give you so as you can add it in your system after somebody asked me a question. And I think you all need this. That's why I've decided to make this video for you. So then, take your time, listen, and digest what I'm giving you. The concept is about how I'm utilizing the fair value gaps more than two times. How am I trading same imbalance 2 to 3 times? This concept may be new, but if you know the ICT concepts and you are following up the videos I'm sharing, this one will be new. And if you're not following the videos I'm sharing, just uh, visit my channel and watch my videos, especially the videos that I'm explaining about trade reviews. So now let's jump in quick. Consider you have this imbalance between this swing high and this, between this candle's high and this candle's low. This one is a 4-hour buy side imbalance where price traded into it and give higher prices. How am I going to use this fair value gap twice? Or what gives me conditions that this gap can be utilized more than one time? First, I have to check if this leg, the first leg inside the imbalance, tapped the consecutive encroachment of this imbalance or the 50% of the imbalance. This scale is showing the four quadrants of the imbalance. It gives the lower portion discount of the fair value gap, the second portion or second quadrant in the discount of the fair value gap, and two in the premium, the third and the fourth one. So now here you can see price as traded inside the upper portion, the first quadrant and the second quadrant of the premium prices, but we didn't tap the 50% of the fair value gap. That means this gap can still be used next time when price has to go below this 50% of the fair value gap. But when I'm trading these fair value gaps, I'm not going to use the same dimensions of this fair value gap. Since this leg inside this imbalance created a new dimension of this fair value gap. And what is that dimension? Let me show you. If you consider this low of the imbalance from the left hand side, you can just extend the line and you'll find a swing high tapping inside that fair value gap. See this swing high? This swing high is overlapping with this fair value gap. Even if you extend this box, you'll find that this swing high is overlapping this imbalance, buy side imbalance. Okay, so now I'm going to use this swing high to extend it left, and then I will use this leg that failed to tap the 50% of this imbalance. Now I have two levels to consider, this high and this low. These are the swing highs and swing low, which are going to give me a new fair value gap. And I will anchor my box from this swing high to that swing low to have a new fair value gap. So now my new fair value gap will be from that low to this high. And here is my new fair value gap. So this is going to be called as a 4-hour technical fair value gap since it is formed from the or it's observed from the 4-hour time frame. And if you extend it to the left, you find that price came in, traded into it, completely closed it, and the body respected the 50% of the imbalance and rejected higher into the opposing imbalance. Same scenario can be observed on today's price action on GBP/USD, and that's what made me not to take any trade right now and wait for a new extension. All right, this is today's price action, whereas we have a fair value gap from this candle's low to that candle's high, and this gives us a 4-hour sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, CB, expecting lower prices. As this kind of tethered into this gap, and we went lower, smoking these lows. Yes, this gap has been utilized already, but we didn't close it complete. And if you anchor your quadrants level 2, you'll find that the price is trading at the 50% of this fair value gap. This level is called consecutive encroachment. Does this mean the fair value gap is no longer valid? No. This gap is still valid, and this is how. If price could not trade at the 50% of this fair value gap, that does not that wait okay that scenario just it's just a scenario that gives high probability condition of the fair value gap. If you remember the previous example, we saw that that swing low didn't tapped into the 50% of the fair value gap. That means that gap has high probability to be revisited twice. In this case, price has traded the 50%, but we have not completed the balancing the imbalance. So still we have a upper portion which is fourth quadrant which has not yet traded. That means the imbalance is still there and it's still valid, but it's low probability compared to the previous one. So if price is not trading at the 50%, that gives high probability condition that gate to be traded twice even price. But if price traded into the 50%, but we have not traded the upper portion, which is fourth quadrant of the imbalance, this gap is still valid, but it won't be as high probability as the previous one when the swing is not trading at the 50% of the fair value gap. So now we're going to use the same technique. If you extend this box to the left, you find that this candle's low gives a swing low that overlaps with an imbalance. At low, at high. Now this low overlaps with this fair value gap, and we have this gap that traded inside the imbalance first. I'm going to adjust it from that high to this low. I'm going to have a new sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. I'm going to have new quadrants of the fair value gap. So now price has to trade inside this imbalance, either the second quadrant or the first quadrant of this suicide balance by selling efficiency before the drop. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Make sure you drop your comment. Your comment means a lot. Your subscribe button means a lot. And share your link to your friends who want to learn more about ICT concepts. See you next time.